Hello everyone, today I'll show you how to mount your router of choice to Poynting's EPNT-4 CPE. My router of choice today is the Teltonika RUTX14. It has 4 LTE ports, 2 Wi-Fi ports, a GPS port and a Bluetooth port. So for you to put this router inside the CPE, you'll have to unscrew the screws at the bottom of the bracket and at the bottom of the CPE. And for you to do this, you will use the handy package that comes with the EPNT-4. It's a very fairly neat box that comes with all the tools you may need. It has the Allen keys. So this is a 5mm Allen key that you use to remove the cap screws at the bottom of the bracket. So you'll see there are other screws there that is mounting this, that is locking the CPE radome to the base, and we need to open this so that you can get to the mounting plate for the router. So to do this, you'll go back to the box and fetch the 3mm Allen key. So after unscrewing all the screws, you just lift the base and expose the router mounting plate. So this is the antenna itself. You can put this aside for now, and then this is where you need to mount your router. So before mounting your router on the router mounting plate, you need to route your Ethernet cable through the back of the base, and to do this you'll need to unscrew or remove the router mounting plate. You'll see 4 screws there. You'll just need a star screwdriver to do this. So once you're done unscrewing the plates from the base, you just remove it, put it aside. So this plate is where you'll mount your router. As you can see, the base has an earthing cable that you have to connect to your router, and it has this grommet, and this is where your Ethernet cable has to pass through. So you have to push it out. And next you'll need to route your Ethernet cable, cat 5, cat 6, through the bracket. You route it first through the bracket that we unscrewed earlier. So you pass it in, and it has to go through this rubber seal. So you'll see there's you can actually like remove it from the base, pull the cable, pass it through the slit there, and then push it back onto the bracket. So we've routed the Ethernet cable through the bracket. Now we just need to route this end to the base of the CPE. So we put it through the grommet hole, and then it's actually split there. So you put it around the cable, make sure it's actually at the end so that it can seal the hole, and push it in. So this is what it should look like. So from the bracket up to the base. So you can put this aside, and we now mount our router. So in this demonstration, I will use double-sided tape. So we secured our router to the router mounting plate with double-sided tape. As you can see, it's quite secure and doesn't fall off. The next step is to connect The antenna, you'll see the antenna cables coming out of the radome. They are clearly marked. The Wi-Fi are in green. The LTE are 4 for this variant in purple, and 1 GPS. So you just need to locate the corresponding connector on your router and connect this to your antenna. So locate the main and the aux ports of your router, and the cell 1 main and the cell 2 main and aux cables of your antenna, and connect them respectively. So this is the cell 1 main cable. Then I will locate my cell 1 aux and do the same on the other side. Okay, so this is your connected router. As we did in the previous step, you take the base that you had already inserted the Ethernet cable and place the router mounting plate with the router on top of it. Align the holes at the end and make sure your cable comes out from the base. As you can see there, it should be on the side where you intend to put it on this router. We want to power this router via PoE, and that's why we are routing it on this side, and it will be connected on LAN 1. So we need to fasten this router mounting plate to the base, and to do this you just replace the screws you had removed earlier and use a star screwdriver. My router has an earthing screw, so you need to remove that and connecting to the grounding cable that comes with the EPNT-4. So next, locate where your SIM slot is and insert your SIM card. So once it's inside, you just need to close your CPE. So you put this down and make sure that the holes align at the bottom. There you go. Then what you do now is turn it over and put in the cap screws that you had removed earlier. You'll use the smaller Allen key and just screw it in. So next you need to locate the other end of your Ethernet cable from your CPE and connect it to a PoE injector to power up your router. Or the PoE injector you use is dependent on the router model you're using. And connect it to the PoE port. Then connect it to power. We've inserted a SIM card into our router and we powered it up, and now we'll show you how to set it up. All you have to do is to access your router's interface, and to do this you have to type in the router's IP address that can be located underneath your router, or it can come with a user manual. You can use any browser of your choice. In this instance, I'm going to use Google Chrome and type in the router IP address. My IP address is 192.168.1.1. Press enter. Then you put in the username and password supplied on the router or on the user manual. Press enter, and this should show you the dashboard or the interface for your router, and it will show you if you actually connected or not. In this instance, I'm not connected because I know my SIM card has a pin. As you can see there, it shows pin required, so I need to go and put in my pin. I'll navigate to network and try and locate where this can be done. There you go. This is where I'll insert my pin. You save and apply. Okay, once this is done, you can just do a quick refresh. Should be able to see a change in the status of the connectivity. Just give it a few seconds. So we are actually now connected. As you can see, it's registered. It's a Vodacom SIM card, Vodacom SA, and our signal levels are this. If you want to see more parameters for your network, you just need to go on your router's interface and go to the networks. Routers are all different. As you can see, you can be able to see which band is connected to and other parameters like the RSRP and signal to noise interference ratio, among others.